Hey, Emmerdale fans! Welcome back to the channel. We've got a juicy batch of spoilers coming your way for the week of November 25th to 29th. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming up in the Dales. From shocking twists to secrets being uncovered, it's a week full of drama. First up, it's justice for Tom. The clock is ticking for him, and when he fails to talk his way out of police questioning, things take a turn. What will happen when the truth starts to come out? Meanwhile, Ella's starting to connect the dots and get suspicious about what's really going on between Liam and Chuz. Will she uncover the truth before it's too late? And then, there's Eric, newly minted and already keeping some dark secrets. What is he hiding? And how long can he keep it under wraps? It's all going down next week, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more spoilers, reactions, and everything Emmerdale. You won't want to miss a single moment. Alright, let's dive into the top 9 spoilers you need to know about for next week's Emmerdale. 1. Tom tries to get Nicola on side. Tom's troublemaking ways are causing more issues between Jimmy and Nicola, especially when his uncle starts backing him up, making things even more tense. Later, Tom tries to smooth things over with Amelia, but in his usual manipulative style, he pretends to prey and plays on her emotions, suggesting that they could one day get engaged. He asks her to help him win Nicola over, knowing full well that his sweet talk isn't as innocent as it sounds. But despite his best efforts to act like the perfect couple, the cafe owner isn't buying it and remains skeptical of Tom and Amelia's act. Things are far from resolved, and you can bet this drama is going to keep unraveling. 2. Sam gets bad news. Sam is absolutely shocked when he overhears Tom talking about leaving town with Amelia, and it hits him like a ton of bricks. The idea that Tom would take Amelia away and potentially cut ties with everyone in the village feels like a betrayal, especially to Sam. Feeling like he has no other choice, Sam heads straight to the police station, hoping for some answers and justice. But when he finds out that the investigation into Tom is barely moving forward, his frustration and anger reach a boiling point. He goes straight to Belle, hoping to share what he's learned, but her reaction is nothing short of devastating. She's completely thrown by the news, and it leaves her questioning everything: Tom, his intentions, and what it all means for their future. The tension between them is palpable, and you can sense that things are about to get even more complicated as they try to process this shocking turn of events. 3. Tom makes Belle paranoid. Belle is just going about her day, unaware that Tom is sneaking around the house. While she heads upstairs to run a bath, he quietly slips in through the back door. Clearly up to no good, he grabs one of Belle's tops, an item that holds a bit of personal meaning for her, and sneaks it out to give it to Amelia. It's a petty move, but one that shows just how far Tom is willing to go to stir the pot and create tension between Belle and Amelia. When Belle comes back downstairs later and spots Amelia wearing her top, she's completely thrown off. The sight of Amelia in her clothes feels like an attack, and Belle's frustration boils over. She immediately accuses Amelia of stealing it, and the situation quickly escalates. It's not just about the top, it's about the deeper issues at play between them, and this little act of betrayal only adds fuel to the fire. Belle's left trying to make sense of what's going on, feeling hurt and blindsided by Amelia's actions. 4. Tom is arrested. Amelia, feeling confused and upset, finally confronts Tom about Belle's top, and his reaction is nothing short of explosive. Instead of owning up to anything, Tom gets furious and drags her out of the house, raising his voice and causing a scene in front of everyone. He doesn't hold back, shouting at Amelia in public, trying to make her feel like the one in the wrong. But little does he know, Jimmy and the police are right there, witnessing the whole thing unfold, which only makes things worse for him. Before long, Tom finds himself at the police station, facing the consequences of his actions. As always, he tries to outsmart the officers, using his usual tricks to manipulate the situation and turn it in his favor. But despite his efforts to wiggle out of trouble, the walls close in on him, and justice is finally served. It's a satisfying moment, but you can tell this is far from over. Tom's tangled web of lies is slowly starting to unravel, and things are about to get a whole lot messier for him. 5. Ella plans to leave. Tired of her uncomfortable living situation, Ella decides it's time to leave the village. Chuz feels a bit uneasy when she overhears Ella and Manpreet discussing the situation, but Manpreet has a plan to help Ella out. 6. Liam confesses his love. Liam is clearly shaken when he finds out that Ella is planning to leave the village, and he can't help but act on his emotions. He heads over to see Chuz, and in a moment of honesty, he tells her how he feels about her. It's a big move for Liam, laying his heart on the line, especially with everything that's been going on. But just when he's hoping for some sort of response or acknowledgement, Chuz is left taken aback by his sudden confession. She doesn't quite know what to say at first, leaving Liam in that uncomfortable space of uncertainty. But things take another unexpected turn when Liam learns that Ella isn't actually leaving after all. Instead, she's decided to stay in the village and even plans to move in with Manpreet at Dale Head. This revelation stings for Liam, who was probably hoping that Ella's departure would create more space for him and Chuz to explore whatever might be between them. Now, he's left feeling deflated and a bit lost, unsure of what his next move should be. It's a tough blow for him, especially when he thought he was finally making progress. 7. Ella is suspicious. When Chuz and Liam run into each other at the Wulai, things get a little tense. Chuz pulls him aside and tells him to slow things down in their relationship, asking for a bit of space and time to think things through. Liam, naturally, is a bit taken aback, thinking that maybe she's backing off, but before he can get too disappointed, Chuz surprises him by returning his feelings, telling him she's falling for him too. It's a moment of relief for Liam, but it's clear that things aren't as simple as they seem. Meanwhile, Ella is starting to pick up on the tension between Chuz and Liam. She can't help but notice that something is heating up between them, and she's not one to miss these kinds of details. As she starts to piece things together, you can tell she's beginning to suspect that there's more to their relationship than they're letting on. The question is, will she figure it out before it all blows up in their faces? The drama between them is only getting started.
8. Eric is keeping secrets. At Eric and Brenda's engagement party, things take a strange turn when Rodney starts noticing something unusual about Eric's sudden flash of wealth. Out of nowhere, Eric surprises Brenda with an extravagant honeymoon cruise, a gesture that's way over the top. Brenda is absolutely thrilled, but Rodney's curiosity is piqued. He can't help but ask Eric where all this money is coming from. And that's when Eric gets a little too defensive and shifty, trying to brush off the question. It's clear that he's hiding something, but the more Rodney pushes, the more Eric tries to avoid the topic, which only raises more suspicions. As the evening winds down, Eric bolts out of the party in a hurry, leaving everyone a bit puzzled. But Layla, ever the determined one, decides to follow him and find out what's really going on. When she catches up with him at home, Eric's confession shocks her to the core. His admission leaves her gobsmacked, and suddenly, all of his mysterious behavior starts to make sense. Whatever secret Eric is keeping, it's much bigger than anyone could have imagined, and it's clear that this is just the beginning of a much deeper storyline. 9. Steph receives bad news. Ruby's relationship with her daughter Steph is at an all-time low, and she's desperate for another chance to make things right. Feeling like she's running out of time, Ruby turns to Steph and pleads for a fresh start, hoping that they can rebuild what they've lost. But just as things start to feel like they might improve, Ruby's dad, Anthony, shows up with some life-changing news. She's been diagnosed with cancer. It's a tough blow for the whole family, but in a surprising twist, Steph steps up to support Ruby and her dad, hoping that this difficult time will bring them closer together. Despite everything that's happened, there's a glimmer of hope that this tragedy might help heal the wounds between mother and daughter. And that's your sneak peek into next week's drama-filled Emmerdale. What a roller coaster of twists and turns we've got in store, with secrets being revealed, relationships hanging by a thread, and justice being served. You can bet that things are only going to get crazier in the Dales. Make sure you don't miss a single moment. Hit that subscribe button so you're the first to know when we drop the next batch of spoilers, updates, and all the juicy gossip. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown, give it a thumbs up and drop your thoughts in the comments below. What are you most excited for? Let's chat about it. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.